Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VEG. Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VEG.
We must never forget to stay humble and remember that we are always going to be part of their oppressor species. We are not their gods, we're not their masters, we're not their saviors. If we listen to their cries, we know that they have voices. We are assisting them in their struggle. Let's take the human ego out of the equation and be more in tune with them and what they need and what they want.
Multi-part series of Courage and Compassion on the Street, Part 15, National Animal Rights March in London, UK. Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, light years from hell.
Bienvenidos a un nuevo día means welcome to a new day in Spanish, one of the languages spoken in Gibraltar. My name is Edward. We find inspiration in becoming heroes every time we sit down to a plant-based vegan meal. The peace-loving people of Gibraltar praise your efforts made to create a new paradigm of peace through high intentions and respect for all earthlings. Wishing you a life filled with peace and joy. Welcome to our show entitled Multi-Part Series of Courage and Compassion on the Street, Part 15, National Animal Rights March in London, UK. Hyde Park and Parliament Square in London hold historical significance, having been witness to numerous events, demonstrations and gatherings over the years. These occurrences have indelibly marked these locations as vital spaces for public discourse, activism, and the open expression of political and social perspectives. The annual National Animal Rights March in London concludes at the renowned Parliament Square, serving as a flagship event for the animal rights movement. The march strives to enhance public awareness regarding the intelligence and emotional depth of animal people, challenging prevailing misconceptions. Its broader goal is to transform attitudes not only towards animal people welfare, but also animal people rights. The animal rights movement staunchly opposes all forms of animal people exploitation, including the use of animal individuals in food production, experimentation, entertainment, and even as domesticated companions. The movement also strongly advocates for the protection of animal people habitats, recognizing that human encroachment hinders animal persons from living in a manner true to their nature and preferences. Positioned as a leader in the global animal people advocacy landscape, the animal rights movement in the UK boasts a rich legacy as a pioneering force in animal people welfare and rights. Acknowledging the positive impact of communal gatherings, The movement has consistently championed the organisation of recurring animal rights marches in London. These marches serve as potent catalysts, uniting a diverse spectrum of individuals, fostering solidarity, and amplifying the resounding message that collective voices can bring about transformative change. Fran Vass, vegan, is an artist and activist. She was the first speaker at the National Animal Rights March UK 2023 event. Let us listen to her inspiring message.
Activism is about doing what is right, not just what is comfortable. Doing what is right over what is comfortable is really hard and often a really big sacrifice. It can hurt a lot of the time, but I think it's what we need to do to change our world for the better. I applaud every vegan here today. Thank you all for being here, for making the conscious choice to choose and stand on the right side of history. That is the meaning of true solidarity. So if you're a new or a younger vegan, I would really recommend looking into the legacy and the history of our movement, especially within the UK. We have an amazing, amazing history of animal rights in the UK. We would not be here today, all of us, without the sacrifices that those people have made. We would not be here without their uncompromising dedication and relentless action for the animals. We stand on the shoulders of the people who came before us. Let's show them some respect and remember. We can use their memory to ground us in integrity as we move forward towards a liberated future for all animals. It's an extremely brave position to take to become a vegan and live a life within your values in this cold culture of indifference and pain. Please, 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 can we look after each other? Can we look after each other? Yes. Let's make a habit to check in with each other every now and then. We need to be as strong and resilient as we can for the animals so we can keep doing this work. We have to win. We deserve to win for all those that we've lost and for all the animals suffering right now and for future generations to come. We must never forget to stay humble and remember that we are always going to be part of their oppressor species. We are not their gods, we're not their masters, we're not their saviors. If we listen to their cries, we know that they have voices. We are assisting them in their struggle. Let's take the human ego out of the equation and be more in tune with them and what they need and what they want. We all have our own unique strengths, all right? So mine is arts. I like making banners, as you can see, but it might be something completely different for you. You might find out what it is that you're really good at through doing activism, right? That's happened for me, definitely. So, it's never too late to start. Look around as well. There's so many people here, everywhere, who will be able to help you. Will be able to help you on your journey if you want to become an activist, if you want to start getting active for the animals. Please, 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 get involved.
Only noble people would avoid murdered animal people products. Ignore vegan talk, just do to prove.
Sometimes, to become an activist, it takes a spark to ignite the path ahead. Vegan ultrarunner and activist Sean Bars, a PhD student in historical diets, encouraged participants at the National Animal Rights March UK 2023 event to work for animal rights. Let us listen to some excerpts of his speech.
Let this be your rallying cry. Let this be the moment you rise up and make a stand for the animals. Let this be the day you become an animal rights activist, as I did in 2019 when I attended my first march. I sat in the crowd like where you are today, and I heard Earthling Ed's speech. And afterwards I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. He told me that being vegan was not enough, and I was hit by a wave of guilt because of the years where I was not active. For almost a decade, I was a quiet vegan. I was silent. But no longer. I walked away that day with a clear vision of my future, with a clear idea of who and what I must become to make a difference. And the reality is, I'm still just getting started. I'm still trying to become that person because there's so much more I want to do. Together we can come away from here today and we can make a huge difference. We can change history if we continue to raise our voices like we have today. So you must never underestimate your ability to affect change. You must never underestimate your ability to convince others of what is right and what is true. Each and every one of us has a part to play in achieving animal liberation. We each have our own skills, abilities and strengths that we can bring to this movement. And we need to utilise them. We need to work harder than ever before because the animals need us more than ever before. So I want you to repeat back to me what I say, line by line. To the animals. I promise to be your voice. I will not stop. I will never stop. Not until every cage is open and empty. So I'm going to finish here by asking you the same question that I started with. What do we want? Animal liberation! When do we want it? Now! Are we going to fight for it? Yes! Are we going to get it? Yes! Then let's do this. Let's go get it. Thank you, everyone.
Don't be vegan, because all the doctors and nurses and hospital personnel will have so much time to rest and relax.
Kind-hearted viewers, we will pause for a moment to water our plants and we'll be back shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program, multi-part series of Courage and Compassion on the Street, Part 15, National Animal Rights March in London, UK.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
The animal rights movement in the UK stands as a global leader in animal people advocacy, with a rich history of spearheading initiatives for the welfare and rights of animal individuals. This legacy has cemented the movement's position as a trailblazer for animal person activism, highlighting its instrumental role in advancing animal people rights causes worldwide. The UK's pioneering efforts include being the first country to ban the use of wild animal folk in circuses and enacting some of the world's strongest animal people welfare laws. The movement actively safeguards animal persons from cruelty in farming, experimentation, and transport, while playing a pivotal role in the international crusade to ban the fur trade. Additionally, the UK serves as home to renowned animal people rights organisations such as People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, or PETA UK, Viva, and others, further solidifying its position as a global hub for animal person welfare. The animal rights movement in the UK has undoubtedly paved the way for global animal people activism, making a profound impact on improving the lives of animal people worldwide. Between 2016 and 2019, London experienced a surge in animal people rights activism, witnessing the formation of numerous vegan outreach groups until the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted activities in 2020. However, despite this setback, the Shining World Compassion and Courage Award recipient Animal Rebellion, now known as Animal Rising, continued to organize demonstrations, collaborating with organizations like the Animal Freedom Movement and North London Hunt Saboteurs in 2022. This unwavering commitment to rights of animal persons underscores the enduring passion and dedication of the UK's animal people rights movement. In a surprising turn of events, Animal Rising opted to cancel the 2023 march, prompting a small group of grassroots vegan animal people rights activists to establish the non-profit organisation National Animal Rights March UK in July 2023. National Rights March is an independent non-profit organisation. Within a very short time, the organisation successfully achieved its mission. It is very encouraging to hear their words about the meaning of this march.
It's that time of the year, time to bring our energies together and march for the animals. Time to send out a strong and clear message. Animals are here with us, not for us. And that they should have at least one right, the right not to be treated as property or resources. We won't be satisfied with comfier cages. We are demanding empty ones. We don't want tests to be conducted on a different species. We are demanding the end of animal testing. We aren't asking for better methods of exploitation or more legislation which equally protects the oppressors. We want the end of all use of other animals for any purpose whatsoever. Let's end the oppression of other animals and march for justice, respect, and peace.
Ye shall eat no manner of fat of ox or of sheep or of goat. Leviticus, Holy Hebrew Bible.
My dad recently lost his best friend. Here's us surprising him with 2 new angels.
He lost a close friend recently. Hope these angels will heal his soul.
Drive here with him there. Elvis and Presley. What do you reckon? We couldn't separate them. They're all over each other. I love you. I love you. anti-liquor. It doesn't mix it all at all.
Compassionate viewers, thank you for being with us today. Please join us again for the next episode, multi-part series of Courage and Compassion on the Street, Part 16, National Animal Rights March in London, UK, on Tuesday, February 6. Coming up next is Master Sacrifices for Love, Part 8 of 10, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May we emanate the loving compassion that fills our souls to everyone we meet, like a tender embrace from the divine.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, heaven Godspeed.